Good morning. So what I would like you guys to do today is to watch this video about I8, which is rearranging multivariable equations. We're going to go through a couple together. So the first one I pulled from IXL is z times x equals negative w times v times y, and we want to solve for x. So what we want to do is we want to get x by itself. So currently x is being multiplied by z, so we're going to do the opposite. We're going to divide both sides by z. I know that this looks weird, but that is your final answer. So you would type in, you already have your x equals there, so you don't need to write that. So you would type in negative wvy over z. When you go to type this in, it will pop up that you can use a fraction button to enter that. For this problem, we want to get u by itself. So right now, u is being added with an s and a t. So we want to undo those operations. So to get u alone, we're going to subtract s from both sides. So now we have r minus s equals u plus t. Oopsies. And then we still need to get u by itself, so we're going to subtract t from both sides. Again, I know this kind of looks bizarre, but it's going to be r minus s minus t equals u. That is what you would plug in up here in your IXL when you go to submit. So you're doing the opposite operations. It's not going to be just 7 or 6 or negative 10. It is going to have all those letters in it. For this problem, we have r equals d over 2, and we want to get d by itself. So again, if you look at the d value here, it is being divided by 2. So the opposite operation would be to multiply by 2. So we're going to multiply both sides by 2. When that happens, these 2's go away, so we're left with our d, and then we'll have 2 times r. So we would plug in 2r, and that would equal d. So we're doing opposite operations. For this IXL problem, this is probably going to be the most difficult of the types that you're going to see, and just because it has a fraction negative makes it a little more challenging, although it's not really any different. So we want to get c by itself. So here's c over here, and we got a couple things going on. So let's look at this one thing at a time. So let's first try to get rid of our a. Notice that the a and c are being multiplied, so we're going to do the opposite operation, which is we're going to divide both sides by a. So when we divide it over here on the right side, that goes away, and we have d over a equals your negative 1b and your c. Okay, so now let's look at your b. So we need to get rid of this b. This b is being divided, so the opposite would be to multiply. So we're going to multiply both sides by b. So these b's go away, so we have bd over a equals negative 1c. So the last thing we need to get rid of is this negative 1, so we will divide both sides by negative 1. And what's going to happen is that we'll have our c, and then this fraction bd over a will just become negative. So this is what we would plug into to submit for IXL. So you're working backwards. Here's one final problem to take a look at. Again, we want to solve for r, so we want to get this r value by itself right here. So right now it is being multiplied by a t and a u, negative t and u. So what we could do, you could do it one step at a time, but if you wanted to, you could do it both in the same step. So we're going to divide tu on both sides. Sorry, negative tu. So that's gone, that's gone. So we'll have s over negative tu is going to equal our r. And then we could plug that in, again, using that fraction button in IXL. So now that you've seen a couple of examples, I would like you to try I8. And remember, one ribbon is 100%. This one, I would maybe stop after one ribbon. Again, you can always go above and beyond and get bonus points, but one ribbon is 100%. Stay warm and enjoy the rest of your day. Also, the quiz is still planned for tomorrow, and we will do some review before we get started with that. See you later.